Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're drinking water today. We're trying to stay hydrated. Welcome to my new office. We are in a new house. September was a crazy busy month for me across many fields. So I am taking a little pointer from Carter Sullivan's YouTube channel. She makes very similar videos that I do, like productivity, lifestyle vlogs, etc. And she did this really cool questionnaire reflection for September. So I'm gonna steal that. But go check her out if that sounds interesting to you. Yes, if this looks like a new journal, it's because it is a new journal. I can't be stopped. Okay, it is my toxic trait to just continually buy journals. I made a whole TikTok about getting the Papier journal, and I really did like it. I really do like it. I really like the goal planning aspect in it. And I kind of want to rip those pages out and put them in here maybe. I don't know, or recreate them. But I found myself not filling it out every day, and it was just too much. And I felt bad that I wasn't filling it out. It was a lot. So I am trying a dotted spiral notebook instead. And I think I'm gonna do weekly planning. If you want a video of how I set this up, let me know. I put a picture of Harry on the inside. I love it. But yeah, I wrote down my September wrap up in here and also some October goals. So let's get into it. So going off of Carter Sullivan's questionnaire that she had, I'm going to do the same. So the first question is, what are you most proud of that you accomplished this month? And I am most proud of house hunting. We're renting a house right now, but during this month, the beginning of the month, we had to house hunt, find a house, sign a lease, move in, all before we leave to California this weekend. So we had to do all of that this month, which was a lot, and I got COVID this month, so we did that all, and we're here, and we're in this house. This is the office that I'm in right now, is in our new house, and it's so cute. It's in a great neighborhood. Second is, what challenged you this month? And I have two things that I wrote down. The first is COVID. I got COVID this month, which sucked. That really sucked. I think I got it from the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert that we went to. My boyfriend actually got sick first, and then I got sick. He tested negative, but I tested positive. It was my first time during this whole pandemic that I've ever tested positive. So that was a lot. I did have one to two really bad days, but I was able to recover. I still haven't got back into my workout routine post-COVID. So I really would like to do that for the next month, but that was a big hurdle for sure for the month. And I moved while having COVID. We moved both of us, our 2-bedroom apartment. Another challenge is budgeting, learning how to budget, deal with my finances, learning to be comfortable with them. It's still something I'm constantly learning about. I don't know why money is such an anxious topic, an anxious trigger for me, but it is, and that's something I challenged with this month that I would like to work on in the future. 3 things I'm grateful for this month. Number 1, Harry Styles concert. I'm so grateful that I got to finally see the love of my life, Harry Styles, in concert. I got a sweatshirt, I got a hat. I'm so grateful that my boyfriend came along with me, and then we took the train up there, and we saw Madison Square Garden. We had amazing seats. I cried 3 times. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so grateful and happy that I got to see him. It was definitely that moment, I cried when I was this is my favorite music artist of all time, and I can't believe they're here in front of me singing to me, and I hear them in my actual ears, their actual voice. I was emotional. I'm still emotional. I'm also grateful that we found this house. I'm really happy with it. It's exactly what we wanted. It's a great size for the two of us, and yeah, we're able to have our own space. I can have my office, my boyfriend can have his office. I'm also grateful for my health. I'm so grateful that I was able to recover from COVID, not get too sick. So I'm really grateful that I was able to bounce back. And I'm still like, I feel like I'm 95% recovered. There's still like a 5% lingering, you know? How did I rest? Now this is an interesting question when she did this, but I think it's something that I'm definitely gonna have to force myself to do, because I don't really do that. But I guess I allowed myself to take time off from work when I had COVID, when I needed it. What is something you learned this month? I'm constantly learning to be more open about my money management, and we're gonna get into that when we reflect on our September goals, but that's something that I learned from that. A relationship you are grateful for. My boyfriend. I'm very grateful for him. He puts up a lot of my drama, and I know a lot of the time he doesn't really understand my anxiety triggers, and he's still learning about things, but I'm really grateful for him, and our relationship is constantly growing. And then I really liked this part, word of the month and then word of next month. So the word of this month I put was endure. I endured a lot this month. Endured getting through the move, COVID, emotional roller coasters with Harry Styles. I endured my own personal reflections, a lot of endurance. Next month, I would like the word to be growth. I would like to grow more as a person and just like grow more with my goals and like learning about who I am and what I want. All right, next, I would like to reflect on our Notion goals. So last month, I made some goals in Notion, which I probably will end up like putting the stuff that I write in here in Notion, just because it's nice to have like an electronic copy of it. First goal that I had for September was to run at least once a week. I ran the first week of September and that was it. I did not complete this goal, and part of it's out of my control. I got sick. I was literally unable to run. I was not in the right health space to run, and then I could have ran this week but didn't. My next one was to create a budget tracker, which I did. I did create a budget tracker. I did it in Excel. However, I think I might look around in some other budget trackers and see which one suits me a little bit. But I also signed up for Mint, which is my next one, which is a like budget tracker app. I really like Mint. I like that it takes all my accounts from everywhere, and I can see everything in one place of like what I've been spending. I did sign up for a new bank. Oh my god, I'm actually really proud of myself that I did that. That's been something I wanted to do. Something I didn't do this month, but it's just gonna roll over to next month, is get an additional credit card. Haven't done that yet, but I will do that next month. Sign a lease in a new house rental. Did that. So proud of it. We did that on the first week of September. We found this house so fast. It was great. Upload one video a week to this channel. I did not do that. Like I said, middle of the month was a blur. I not only got COVID, but I moved, and those were just like two things that like dominated my entire life. So did not get to do that, and therefore I didn't reach 75 subscribers on this channel. That's okay. I understand like growth is very variable. Things take off when they don't. However, I have been seeing really good view growth in my videos, which I'm really happy with. I'm really excited to see what you guys are into. A lot of you loved the Sunday reset video that I put out, so that's great. And then I did not solidify a book title for the book I'm writing. I don't know if I'm going to honestly solidify it by the end of October, which I think was my goal, but we'll see. We'll see. That's something we'll delve into next. Okay, I think we should talk about goals. Goals for October. I wrote them in here, all in pencil, because, you know, things might change. Who knows? But I'll probably end up putting them in my Notion later on. I separated them into 3 parts: personal, finance, and passion project goals. So the first one are personal goals, and the first one is to get back into a workout routine. I fell off of that from the move and from having COVID, so I really want to get back on my workout routine and build out my workout doc. I want to build a whole like Notion board to like track my measurements and my weight. The next goal of next month is to buy a car. I think this might happen towards the end of October, if I'm being realistic, just because I want a couple more paychecks to save up a little chunk for a down payment. But yeah, I think this will probably be end of October that I'm gonna buy a car. But until I buy a car, I need to find out a running route in my immediate neighborhood that I can run. Next, for finance goals, we have a few. I want to work on a realistic budget. As I described just previously, I tried the 50-30-20 kind of rule, and I don't think that's for me. I don't think it's realistic for me. So I want to try some other different ones and find something that works. I also want to build up the budget in Mint. It's very like customizable, so I want to kind of like build that out on Excel and then translate it into Mint so I can like have that with me. I'd like to get a new credit card like I mentioned. I'd also like to connect my student loans to Mint. I don't have them connected right now, and it's kind of up in the air about like loan forgiveness. I think I have about 14,000 in student loans. And then I also want to research into investing and like putting money into my Roth IRA. I have a Roth IRA and I have a rollover IRA. I don't really know what the difference is. Getting money from my like paycheck put into that, and then also investing a portion of that money so it grows over time, so by the time I'm like ready to retire, I have a little chunk of money that's been growing by itself. And I think Fidelity has tools that will like do all that for you, so I need to just research that. I don't plan on implementing anything in October, but I really want to like educate myself and look into that more. And then lastly, the most exciting thing for me is passion project goals. I love a good passion project. I work full time and I film all my YouTube videos either before work or after work. So I love a good passion project, and I'm always doing a million of them at the same time. So one thing I mentioned is writing a book. I'm writing a book right now. It's a literary fiction book that kind of leans towards romance. We'll see. I kind of like am thinking about how I maybe want to like adapt it, but I didn't write nearly that much at all this month. I wrote some in the beginning of the month, but like everything else, fell off the wagon. So I would like to create a writing space, probably in this office that I'm in. I have like a portion of my desk that I put like my nail stuff, but I feel like I can make a section of that desk dedicated for writing, with my like laptop, and have just like a little like cozy, inspiring corner to write my book. Once I do create that, I would love to write 2 chapters next month, and if a title comes to me, a title comes to me. Another passion project that I'm experimenting with, this is kind of like such a far reach thing that like I don't even know. It's been something that like my boyfriend and I were like jokingly talking about many months ago, and then we kind of stopped and we're like, man, it's probably not as realistic. But then I was talking to my dad, and he was just asking me about our neighborhood, and he's like, is there a coffee shop nearby? I was like, no, it's not really any walking distance coffee shops. There's like a little strip area, but there's just not any coffee there. And he's like, you should open one. And I was like, don't be joking around. Don't be joking about that. So this next month, I would like to look into what it really takes to open a cafe. I want to realistically look in like how much it costs, how much of like a business loan I would need to get, like how much rent is, what are like all that stuff. I want to actually look into what it's actually like. And then for this channel, I would like to upload 3 videos this month. Okay, we're in a little bit of a location change because I'm going to talk about my favorites now. I have 4 favorites of the month, and then I'm going to talk about the books that I read this month. All right, my first favorite is not wearing any makeup. I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I don't know, I love it. I love just being able to rub my eyes. Something that was a positive thing that came out of me being sick this month was I didn't put on any makeup at all for like a week and a half. And then I just kept not putting makeup on. But I've been loving to put on under eye patches on with Serum. I love a little routine. I definitely have like a skincare video in mind planned for next month that I want to film. So keep on the lookout for that. A big favorite of mine for this month, somebody that got me through COVID, was Exo McKenna here on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this girl. I'm obsessed. I love her so much. I found her on Lone Fox / Drew, his channel. I love her so much. She bought this like old ass house like a year and a half ago, and she's just been renovating it with her husband, and I've been eating up the content like it's chocolate chip cookies. I watched her entire house renovation series. There's like 70 videos. I watched all of them the entire week I was sick. It got me through it. Go check her out. That's literally the only videos I really watch nowadays, are DIY videos, but I love it. My third favorite is this green purse. It seems so silly. I'm usually such like a fanny pack wearer, but I got this purse from Target. I think I got it in August. It's definitely more like summer colors. It's kind of like an asymmetrical design. Has like a little belt thing. I love the length of it. I love the size of it. I love the feel of this fake leather. I don't know. I just like kept seeing it at Target, and I was just like, I'm just gonna get it. I can't stop thinking about this purse. It was like 20 bucks, I think, 25 bucks. I don't usually do such a thing, but I love it, and I've been wearing it literally everywhere, and my boyfriend laughs at me when I have my little purse on, but I love it. I've been wanting to like have like an actual adult bag instead of just like a fanny pack. Although now I've been looking at like the Louis Vuitton fanny pack and like secondhand ones. My last favorite, Harry Styles concert. Like I mentioned, highlight of my life, really. My month, my year, my life. I will always cherish it. I still need to make a like scrapbook entry, like I mentioned in one of my videos before, just to like reflect on it. I want to get some like Harry Styles themed more like merch, and like there's this girl on Etsy that makes like stickers with his outfits. I want to get one of those for my laptop. I felt like I didn't read that much at all this month, but I read 4 books, which is crazy. I'm like out of breath. I've not been talking this much in a while. So I read 4 books this month. Kind of an okay book month, and nothing that really like jumped out at me. But first one I read, I wasn't expecting it to be such a smut novel, but it was. I thought it was just gonna be some like fake dating book. Fake dating trope. It was just spicy spice, page to page, and I read the whole thing. But I gave it 3 stars because although it was kind of spicy, I don't know, I just wasn't as connected to the characters as other ones, you know? So, like Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, super spicy, but then I'm super connected to those characters. Next one I read was Malibu Rising. This one took me so fucking long to read. I posted an Instagram recap on this. I gave this 4 stars because I loved the characters. It's like something about a Taylor Jenkins Reid book is that there's so much good character building, and I loved every single one of those Riva siblings like they were my own children. But this took me forever to get through. It was very slow, and it wasn't like super, there wasn't like a lot of twists or like dramaticness as like Evelyn Hugo had. But I want to read Carrie Soto, which is on my shelf, and Daisy Jones of the Six eventually, so I can like know that whole universe. I feel like I need to bring you down a little bit. Next book I read was Accidentally Amy by Lynn Painter. She wrote Better Than the Movies, which I really did love. I gave Accidentally Amy 3 stars. It was cute. There were some like, I don't know if it was just like because I read it on Kindle or what, but there were some like weird like errors in the book that were a little distracting. Yeah, it was just some little weirdness, but it was like grumpy sunshine, but I would say the grumpy wasn't that grumpy, which I kind of liked. I don't love the grumpy sunshine trope, but I liked the girl. God, what was her name? Her name wasn't Amy. It was Izzy. That's what it was. I did like Izzy. I think she was fun, and I kind of saw myself in her in a little bit. And I really did like her banter with Mr. Man. I forget his name. But yeah, I liked it. It was a good like fall book, but it wasn't like, you know, mind-blowing. It's a little cringy at times. Last book I read this month was Reminders of Him by Colin Hoover. I liked this one. This one came out this year, I think. I liked it. It was something I wasn't expecting to like or get into just based on the synopsis. But I was surprised that I would like such a flawed character, and I kept like thinking, I'm like, what did she do? What actually happened the whole time? And I really liked how there was like a lot of letters in the book. I didn't love how Kenna and Ledger, it was written in dual POV. I didn't love how Ledger was just like immediately drawn to her, like right off the bat, right off seeing her. I don't know. I'm just like, why? What's so special about her? I just don't get it. Those like instant love kind of things, which it kind of felt like that a little bit. But I give this one 4 stars because I did enjoy it. There was some good twists and turns. Oh, I give this 4.5. Yeah, I wrote in my Goodreads review, I don't know how to say why I rated the way I did. It just feels right. And it's true. I don't really know why I rated 4.5, but yeah. If you guys want to follow me on Goodreads, my link is in the description. You can be friends. We can see what we're reading. I love that. You can also follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of like book recaps over on Insta. Is that all of the reset stuff this month? I think so. I'm gonna probably put all my goals into my Notion, and if you guys want to see like a budgeting video like from scratch, I've been watching a lot of people who are like already in the midst of their budget and already know what the fuck they're doing. But if you want to see somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, try to figure it out, let me know. We can probably try to do it together. I hope you guys have a great October. Thank you so much for being here with me and me growing this channel and just having a fun time with it. I'm trying to like really do videos that make me excited to do them and film them and provide to you. So if what you saw here was interesting to you at all, please subscribe and like this video. For October, I would love to do more videos about beauty, like skincare and budgeting, DIY, vlogs for sure. I love doing just a good old classic vlog moment. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being here.